everyone, it is me, Peep Peep, and this is a different way for me to, I guess, film. Um, but I am filming myself drawing. I decided to speed some of it up. But this is just my process of me showing you how I draw and everything. So first off, I start off with like a circle, and just think of it as like shapes. Typically I will start with the first body, and then kind of change it to like, oh, this needs more weight, or this needs less weight. It just kind of depends. So here's just like different examples. Of course, they don't look the best because I'm still learning how to draw different body types. Because I'm usually when I draw body types, like, oh, I have a certain skinny that I draw. I have a certain type of fat that I draw. And so I'm trying to get out of that. Um, so it is hard to do that whenever I'm drawing characters that are just like skeletons, like Sans or something, or if I'm drawing just me. So it's a little difficult to try to change it up, but I am doing my best with all these sorts of things. Right now, I'm quickly drawing my character Maya, who is one of my plus-size characters. I don't actually know how many I have. Some of them, I think I actually have more. I just haven't drawn them in forever. And when I change their designs, I'll definitely change it to that. Because there were times where I'm like, oh, I would draw it like this, but then I just, never did, I guess. But the best thing to do, and my best sort of words of advice when you are learning how to draw or trying to draw different things, always look at real life references. Even if your art style isn't like that, it's always good to get the anatomy down and then convert it to your style. So there's a lot of times where I'll draw it first, and like tracing real life stuff is not a problem. It's fine as long as you're not doing it for like commissions and stuff that people paid for. Like I trace over my hands every now and then. I trace over shoes because I can't get the shoes right, and I have Converse, and those are my favorite, and so I wear them all the time. I also am drawing my hand, and you will see like a mistake that I made at first. So when you look at your hand and you see your thumb, you have like a little bit of a gap, and so I drew kind of like an extra thing, and there was a little too close to the pointer finger, and so I did go back and change it, as you can see right here. And so now it looks better. I didn't trace this, but I did look at my own hand. And now I'm just quickly drawing Undertale Sans. So I will say that I don't always draw with black at first and then like lower the opacity. I usually draw with a lighter color. And recently I've been trying to draw with a background that isn't fully white. This one is very much white, but I try to make it so it isn't fully white because looking at a white screen all the time is probably not good for your eyes. And a lot of artists say it's better to draw with like a slightly darker color than white, just so it doesn't hurt your eyes. I did it with this one, as you can see, and I drew this back in October, I think it was. And I'm actually still really proud of this drawing. It looks awesome. So yeah, and I'm just showing you some speed paints just so you can get the idea of how I draw pretty much. And here is a quick drawing of Sans. Killer Sans, by the way, and I actually am making a game based off of them. Hopefully the demo will be out soon. I will announce the full game at some point, but yeah. So, and here's another drawing of Temmie. This one was just like a quick doodle, but it took a little longer because I'm like, you know what, I'm going to draw the background. I really like Temmie, and it was really fun using these pens. So that was fun. I still really like this drawing. I don't know how old it is, but it's still pretty recent. And this one is an older one. I was actually going to redraw this and post it as a speed paint here, but I never did that. But this is just a drawing of Sans babysitting Frisk and Chara. And there they are. So cute. I still love this drawing. Another drawing that I did of me and Underfell Sans and Underswap Sans, and they are my husbands, and so we're all wearing our heart lockets. Am I actually wearing mine? No, I'm not. I did not realize that. Anyways, but yeah, this drawing was so cute, and I loved it. So here is an app that I like to use for references, and I'm just kind of showing you like me tracing over it a little bit. So the app, if you're curious, is called Easy Pose. I don't know if it's on every app store, but it's really great. You can pose things, and I decided to use this so I can draw Killer and Nightmare. I almost forgot his name. But yeah, I do show a lot of the speed paint of this. I like having speed paints because I just like, oh, this is how I used to draw, and this is how I did things, So this was a little hard for me, and I actually did trace my shoes towards the end of it, I didn't show the full thing. Like this was just me like in real time doing this. Um, but this is pretty fun. Sometimes these sprites are kind of hard to mess with because they will, clip and it looks kind of awkward. But it's good to get the basic pose down if you're like, oh, I just want to do this or whatever it is. It's pretty good for that, especially if you have like an anime sort of style. It's really good for that. Also, I really don't have a anime style. Like I do get some inspiration from anime and cartoons. Like some big inspirations for me would be like Adventure Time. I can't really think of any other shows, I guess, but I definitely love Adventure Time a lot. Anywho, I thought, oh, it would be really cool to sort of draw something with them, but this is the pen that I'm using. I don't know exactly what I changed, but I just thought I would show you everything just so you can be like, oh, guess change. I think I just changed stabilization just so it's like more smooth and isn't all weird, hence why I have different ones. Um, and then I'll just sort of line it, and I'm like, I'm actually gonna do this off camera. BRB. And yeah, there's the finished drawing, and here's the speed paint of everything. So like I said, I drew this yesterday. I do have references on here, but I just made them so you couldn't see them. Because they're spoilers for my game, and I don't want you guys to be spoiled yet. But that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.